Hey, this is Dennis with Cyberkraft. This is going to be Security Plus Lab 31, backing up restoring data in Windows and Linux systems. The scenario here tells us that data availability is a key component of security. We know that it's a part of the CIA triad: availability, confidentiality, integrity. I would argue that we're going to do integrity on this one as well. In this activity, we're going to back up data on the Windows and Linux servers. And we'll restore the backup jobs on remote servers, which will help protect the drive in the event of a failure. So let's go ahead and start DC1. Input the password. Go ahead in. We're going to open up the C drive. Just going to double click the lab files, navigate to C drive, right click, new folder. Call this backups. Make sure to spell that right because it will matter. Let's go to properties here. Okay, properties. Sharing tab. Advanced sharing. Share this folder. Permissions. And then we want to give everyone full control, which you definitely don't want to do normally. But for the purposes of this lab, we're going to do that. All right, so let's go ahead. And some of these labs really are do as I say, not as I do. Full control. Okay. Okay, great. All right, now we're going to switch to Manage Server 1. And I believe what we're going to do is we're going to create a backup and we're going to send it to that backups folder remotely. Now, most of these days, you're sending backups to like a cloud server. But you can do it on your network here, you know, with your device. Obviously, these two devices are part of what would simulate a legacy network. All right, so that's a good tool to understand. All right, now we're going to go Tools, Windows Server Backup. And let's just run. It is running. And then we're going to select the local backup node. Okay. It's going to take a moment. It's going to take, we have to wait for it. Okay. And then from here, action, we have backup once. We're going to hit next. We're going to hit custom. I'm going to choose the volumes. Okay. Then we're going to add items. Go to C, lab files, and then sysinternals. So this is this folder here. We're going to back up this entire folder. So we're going to check sysinternals and we're going to hit OK. All right. Then we're going to hit next. We're going to say it's a remote shared folder. Okay. In the location, so what we have to type, we have to do a // and DC1/backups. Okay, DC1/backups. Keep this inherent access control. Good, we set the access control already. Go ahead and hit next. Oh yeah. There is a problem with this lab, I remember. This one doesn't work. DC1/backups. First off, let me make sure I spelled that right. Yep, that's correct. I think what we have to do is /C/backups. Yep. So this lab is incorrect here. This right here is the wrong text. It tells you just to type it in. A lot of my students have problem with this lab because if you just type that in, it won't work. You have to do DC1/C/backups because we made that in the C drive, right? Okay. So now we go ahead and click backups or backup. Now that's going to take about 3 minutes to complete. So we're going to go ahead and work ahead while this is doing this. And if I'm going too fast or if you have any questions, please let me know. Leave a chat or email info@cyberkrafttrain.com. Be happy to answer your question. All right. Now we can it's going to take a moment to back that up. So what we're going to do next is delete that and then install it back using the recovery. But let's get into, while this is going, let's get into the Kali lab, okay? Just to start with our Kali backup. So we're going to come back to that, but I don't want to waste any time, so we're going to go and come back to this. All right, I'm going to log into my Kali box. We're going to use the terminal. Surprise, surprise. Terminal emulator. And then we're just going to make a directory. Good refresher of Linux commands, mkdir. Make directory /inventory. Make sure to spell it right. And then we're going to create a file /inventory /hardware.txt. And we're going to do /inventory/ what is it? Software? Software.txt. Yeah, I knew it. All right. Go ahead and hit that. Boom. We just created those, and now we can do ls/inventory, and we see our 2 text files there. All right. So now let's go ahead and change our directory. cd/inventory. We're in the inventory directory now. And then we're going to create a backup here. So tar-cf space inventory.tar space/inventory. Okay? So we're creating a file called inventory.tar in the inventory directory. We've created a backup job there, and the backup job is called inventory.tar. Okay? And that's going to run into the inventory folder, or run for the inventory directory. So now what we're going to do here is we're going to display the contents of that command, essentially. So we do tar-tf inventory.tar. So what are we backing up? We're backing up inventory, inventory software.txt, inventory hardware.txt, our 2 text files in our folder. All right. So now what we can do is we can run the command. We did that, and let's go ahead and score that to see that that exists right there. And we did that correctly. All right. And this is going to look exactly what we typed in there. So we have that inventory tar file, contents of which are backing these up. Okay? So now what we can do is we create a new file called devices.txt. So touch/inventory/devices.txt. Boom. And then what we're going to do is we're going to append this tar-rf space inventory.tar space/inventory/device.txt. Devices.txt. Plural. All right, here we go. And then what we do, remember you go back up here, tar-tf space devices.txt, or no, inventory.tar. And now we've appended that inventory devices.txt. So we added devices.txt to our backup job. Okay. So what it means to append, we've just added it to. So we now our inventory or our backup job .tar is backing up all of these. So wonderful. Okay, great. Now we can create a hash of our backup, which is very useful for data integrity. MD5 sum, and we're just going to use this for an MD5 hash. inventory.tar. Now remember, MD5 is deprecated for protecting passwords, but it's still useful for just basic integrity checks. Now that we got an MD5 hash, message digest 5 hash there. And what we can do is we can check that, see if that hash still matches. MD5 sum inventory.tar /root /backup hash okay. Now we're basically, we did the same command for the hash, but instead of displaying it here, we've sent it to the root backup hash. And now what we can do is we can copy this backup job. What are we doing here? We're copying the backup job to LX1. Oh, okay. So now what we're doing is we're copying the backup job we just created and we're sending it to another machine, LX1. So SCP, here we go, SCP inventory.tar space root at 10.1.0.10 :root / inventory.tar. Great. Now it's going to ask, we do want to continue, hit yes. Ask for the password, type in the normal password. Great. And now what we've done is we've added that to LX1. Wonderful. So we've used secure copy or SCP. Okay. Now what we can do, CD to go to root and RM. Oh, now we're going to simulate a data corruption. So we're doing FR/inventory. Okay. So basically what we're doing here is we're corrupting our data on purpose. Now we can do LS /inventory. All right, let's just do CD. Inventory. Oop. What am I doing? Oh yeah, we don't have that inventory, do we? Yeah. So we can't change directory to inventory. We don't have a file directory. We just destroyed it. Okay. So no such file or directory. ls/inventory. So don't get confused. I've confused myself because I just said we deleted this and I was trying to look for it. It's deleted. The whole drive's deleted. All right, but now what we're going to do is we're going to back that up on Linux. But before we do that, let's go ahead and go check our Windows devices. Let's go back to the Windows jobs here. So we're at this part. We delete our system. We copied our backups there. Okay. Now this is going to be on MS1. We're on MS1. And we want to go into our lab files. Okay. And we want to take sysinternals. Want to hit the delete button. Continue. It's going to delete the whole thing. Crap, we've lost all of our data. What are we going to do? Everybody panic. You're fired. You're fired. You're going to be laid off soon. Fire the CISO, get a new one. Anyway. All right, so here we go. No, that's okay. We're not doing that. We're going to restore from our backup. So now what we're going to do, we're in MS1, okay? We're going to go ahead and in our backup console, okay, we're going to go ahead and restore. So we're going to go actions, recover, okay? And we're going to say backup stored on another location. Hit next. And we're going to say remote shared folder. Hit next. Now again, this is typed in incorrectly. So you can't use it. We have to go /dc1/c/backups. Okay. Make sure that you type in that /c drive. All right, now we hit next. We're going to say we're going to do the current date and time. Okay. We're going to hit next. We want to recover the file. Well, I think we want to do the files and folders. That's fine. Next, we can do a whole volume if we want, but we only backed up the files and folders. And here, lab files, sysinternals. There it is. We're going to select sysinternals. We're going to hit next. Okay. Recovery destination. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to browse local disk and make new folder. Interesting. All right, so it wants us to make it in the C drive, which I don't know why it doesn't want us to make it in this lab files. That's where we deleted it from, but that's okay. We'll just do what it asks because it's, and make sure to spell it right. Sysinternals. Sysinternals. Okay, we're going to hit make new folder. You hit OK. Oh, no. We need to name the new folder recovered data. Oh, I see. All right, well, I'm just going to type that in. Nope. Got to click that in the C drive. All right, C drive, make new folder. Jeez. All right. This PC, C drive, make new folder. Now type in recovered data. Okay. I don't know why they just don't want us to rename it sysinternals, but we're just going to go with it. So we've done it, recovered data. And then we're going to go ahead. Let's see. This is fine. We're going to keep that as it is. All right, now we're going to hit recover. All right. Now the recovery process is going to take about 2 minutes, and then we're going to score it, see if we did it right. So let's go back to the Linux part. That's how I like to do this lab, because otherwise you're waiting forever for no reason. Okay, so now in Linux, remember, we just destroyed our data. Same thing. We got a hair on fire moment. No inventory directory. So what we're going to do is we're going to restore the files. Okay. Now remember, we did secure copy to send it to LX1. So now we're going to take it back, also using secure copy. So SCP at root and then at. Okay. Now we're going to target the IP 10.1.10. No, 10.1.0.10. Okay, 10.1.0.10 colon / root / inventory .tar. We're targeting that, and then /root, space /root. So we're targeting that backup job that we sent to LX1. All right. Make sure that that is spelled correctly. And I put an extra add in here. So great. If it asks for the password, you probably did it right. Remember, when you type in the password, it's not going to show up. All right, bam. There we go. Should have worked. All right. Now what we can do is we could do md5 sum inventory.tar double arrow backup hash. Remember, we store that backup hash. Oh no, what we're doing here is we're appending this to the backup hash file. Right. That's why we have the double arrows. Okay. So basically what we're doing is we're appending it to the backup hash. So we're making sure we're doing an integrity check on the backup to make sure that the backup has maintained its integrity upon transfer. Very useful technique to do. All right. So now what we can do is we can do cat backup hash, and we should be able to see our different backup hashes. Backup hash. Boom. There we go. Inventory.tar. Both of them match. Perfect. Did it right. Excellent. All right. So now what we can do is we can remake our directory. mkdir, make directory. And then we're going to make this with a capital inventory for some reason. Capital I inventory. Okay. Oh, because we simulated destroying it. So, okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to TAR to restore our backup. dash xf space inventory.tar dash c slash inventory with a capital I. Remember, it's a lowercase I for the inventory.tar, uppercase I for inventory. And now we can score that, and we should see inventory hardware.txt. And we could change, yeah, so great job. All right. That's good. We can go ahead and cd slash inventory ls, okay, cd slash inventory, or cd slash inventory slash inventory. Boom, and then we do ls. There we go. We see our 3 text files in the inventory folder. Great job. Any questions? Okay, great. Let's go back to the Windows, and hopefully that's ready. Okay, status completed. So let's go back, finish this up. We set recover. All right. So basically what we did, we recovered from DC1 where we stored that sysinternals file. Now we're going to go ahead and click close. Okay. Now what we can do is we can just verify that. Navigate to this PC, go to C. All right, there we go, recovered data, open that up. Here's everything from sysinternals. Fantastic. And we can score this. It's going to say we did it right because we're awesome. Great job. And fantastic job in the lab. Now we did both of those simultaneously. I think it's the fastest way to do it. Now let's do some comprehensive questions. All right. Now if you want to answer the questions, just type in the chat 1, 2, 3, or 4. Which of the following best describes what you accomplished in the Windows section of the activity? Backed up files to a remote location, accidentally deleted C lab files, restored from the local hard disk drive, performed a system state restore after simulating a server crash, reinstalled Windows Server and then restored missing files from a backup media, or backed up files from remote location, accidentally deleted C lab files and restored from remote location. Discord or YouTube, what do you guys have? I'm seeing some 4s. Yeah, very good. All right. And this one's a little gotcha question. I mean, it's asking, we deleted the lab files. We didn't delete, like here, the difference is local hard disk drive versus remote location. We restored it from a remote location. All right, number 2, what was the purpose of using the md5 sum command during the Linux backup job? All right, 1, 2, 3, or 4. The MD5 sum command restored the accidentally deleted data. The MD5 sum command transferred the backup job to the remote server and encrypted the backup job for security, or the hash verifies the backup file did not unexpectedly change. What do we see? I'm seeing 4s in YouTube, 4s in Discord. Hey, you got a 4? Yep, very good. All right, another 4, that's absolutely right. This is an integrity check. That's checking for changes. So, all right, now this one again, 1, 2, 3, or 4. Why were the backup jobs in both activities stored on remote servers? The original server virtual machines were deleted. Original servers used hard disk drives that were completely full without space for the backup jobs. Backup utilities do not permit jobs to be stored on the server that was backed up to. Where the hard disk drives of the original servers could fail, so backups stored elsewhere are critical. Again, I'm seeing 4s. Okay. Yep. 3 4s in a row. You guys are on a roll. Fantastic. All right. All right. Which of the following best explains why the data was stored at different locations in both activities? There is not space on the hard disk drives to restore the data to the original locations. Backup programs will not restore data to the original location. It is a best practice to restore data to a different location, where restoring data to a different location can be effective for testing the restore process. We see in 4s again. 4 for 4. That's rare because these are randomized. So the chance of that are pretty low. But yeah, everything was 4 and you guys got it right every single time. Fantastic job. All right, great. Any questions? 4-4. All right, great, great, great. All right, wonderful. Fantastic job today. Thanks so much for joining in. Hope this is helpful, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a great night. Take care.